The 2020-2021 school year startup has been like no other. For students and staff, there are many changes and new routines to get used to, which have been put in place to help keep students and staff safe. One change is the ability for students to learn remotely from home. The UCDSB is working hard to put in place several different learning options that will meet the needs of our families. In-person learning, which is the traditional classroom experience, with enhanced health and hygiene routines, is always an option for our students. Students can engage with their peers and their teacher face-to-face every school day. Those who are not returning to in-person learning can choose to learn remotely. This can be done in two ways. Students can choose to participate online with their class in real time, known as synchronous learning, or on their own schedule, known as asynchronous learning. Those choosing to learn on their own schedule, or asynchronously, can do so with digital or non-digital resources. Synchronous remote learning happens when students at home are connected in real time to their regular school and classroom teachers. Our teachers connect with students through Microsoft Teams or D2L, which are secure online platforms. These platforms have video and audio conferencing tools that allow remote learners to connect with their classroom teacher in a number of ways. This will look different in every classroom, as educators have a variety of options on how to reach and interact with remote students. Some teachers may use their computer to share their screen so that students in the classroom and at home can see the lesson at the same time. While this is happening, students at home are following a shared screen and listening using the audio features of the program, and are able to ask questions for clarification just as if they were in the classroom. Some teachers may choose to use their classroom device and the camera function to video themselves so that students learning remotely can see a demonstration of a skill or have a face-to-face check-in with their teacher. This does not mean that any other students in the class would be on camera, as our educators are carefully planning if, where, and when to connect through video. Also, a teacher laptop or classroom device may be used to allow remote learners to participate and communicate with small groups of classmates through the use of audio and video where appropriate. Students at home can participate in the class by sharing their ideas through audio, by raising their hand through their online platform, and where appropriate, using messaging features. Remote learners can also work simultaneously with classmates on assignments using technology. But students won't be online with their class for the entire school day. There will be times that remote students will need to work independently on activities and get support from their parent or guardian at home. In this method, students can still get individualized support, as teachers will be able to conference with students live during class time, as they would if students were learning in person. Synchronous learning and teaching is a new method for our staff and students, and like anything new, has some challenges. Our educators are exploring new and more effective strategies for connecting our remote learners to the classroom every day. It's a learning journey for everyone. Students who have opted for asynchronous learning, which is learning at home on your own schedule, will be connected to their regular teacher at their usual school, but not in real time. Parents and guardians will be the primary support for students in this learning model. Teachers will share activities with the students that have chosen to learn asynchronously through digital materials using either Microsoft Teams or D2L. Students will do schoolwork independently and have the ability to connect with their teacher at scheduled times or by appointment as needed. Types of learning activities for asynchronous digital students may include working through online course content, exploring and using digital resources selected by the teacher, visiting educational websites, and listening to or watching pre-recorded lessons. Asynchronous digital students will share their completed work, assignments, and other examples of learning with their teachers using the same Microsoft Teams or D2L online platforms. Some students will choose to learn by the asynchronous non-digital method. That's learning at home on your own schedule with offline resources. They will be working independently using booklets or other offline activities planned by their classroom teacher. Hard copies of learning materials will be distributed to families on a set schedule and will need to be returned to the classroom teacher for marking and assessment. These different learning formats are intended to ensure all Upper Canada District School Board students are able to have access to education in ways that meet their family needs during the COVID-19 pandemic. Educators are working hard to put these different learning options in place and to continually improve them so that students will have the best experience possible, given the realities of this school year. We will continue to work together as staff with our families so that students have a positive experience and a successful school year.